This is a specially requested video. So there's a guy at work who's been hitting on you, right? Maybe your workplace, maybe at school, whatever it is. And you value him for who he is and maybe the friendship you have, but you want him to stop hitting on you. You want to make it clear to him that you're not interested. And you want to do that in a way that doesn't quite burn the bridge. And I get it can be quite awkward, especially if he's someone who you're going to see quite regularly, if he's in, similar circles to you. And you don't want to antagonize him, but you also want to make a point very clear. So I'm going to give you a few ways you can do that with as little friction as possible. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kit, your personal dating mentor, and in today's video, I'm going to go through 4 ways you can reject a guy nicely without burning the bridge or without it getting too awkward. But before we get into that, I always love hearing from you. So come find me on Instagram, drop me a message and let me know which of these 4 things are you going to start using, because if you're a somewhat attractive girl, you're definitely going to be using some of these a lot. Okay, now let's get into the video. So the first way you can make it clear to a guy that you are not into him, but doing it nicely, is that you tell him about other guys that you're dating. I mean, nothing says friend zone like talking to a guy like he's one of your girlfriends. It's a way of making it clear that you are open to dating, that you do date men, but you're interested in other guys and not him. And share some things about how you think about these other guys that you're dating, how they play on your mind, what you think about, what things remind you of them. Basically anything that shows that the needle is not in his direction and the needle is somewhere else. I mean, you could even pretend like you're asking him for advice. You can start it in a way of, oh, there's this guy that I'm dating and I really like him. I really want it to go well, but I don't know if he likes me. Like, what do you think? And this works really great in your favor, because the thing is, if he really likes you, then he wants to help you, right? But at the same time, the way in which he's making an effort to help you contributes to him not getting you even more so. Yeah, that's actually quite cold. So he's going to be in 2 minds about it. Does he A, help you, or does he B, reject what you're trying to ask from him, which he definitely doesn't want to do because he's into you, or continue to push you away by guiding you towards another guy? Now, obviously, we know you're just asking this to make a point, but this is what's going to go through his head. Especially if you talk to him about how another guy kissed you and how another guy hugged you or held you, how another guy made you feel. All of this is going to really put him off because he's not going to be able to stand having a conversation with you. So if half of your conversations that you have with him are about you talking with other guys, that's going to want him to have less conversations with you, thus leaving you more alone, which is exactly what you want. Yeah, at the same time, you've not said anything confrontational. See how that works? The next way to get a guy off your back without actually confronting him is talk to him about your type. And I mean, express to him what your type is that you're attracted to. Now, you may not actually have a type, okay? So you may have to act a little bit here, but just make up a type. The point is to explain something or to describe the kind of guy that is your type that is the complete opposite to him. And what really works is if you've dated guys before that he might have met, really highlight the things that definitely aren't him in the guys that you've dated previously. So it's even more proof that yes, what your type is not him. So if the guy who's hitting on you at work, if he's blonde, say how you like dark features. If he is shaven, then explain about how you love a guy who has a full-on beard. If he's tall, say about how you like a guy who's short. Okay, maybe that one won't work. You might have to lie a little bit. The point is, whatever he is visually, express that your type is the exact opposite, okay? There's nothing more off-putting than someone saying, oh, I really love this about men, and then you realizing, wow, I have none of those things. And this part is really harsh, but anything that you can express about things that he can't change about himself, that's harsh, but it's really gonna help. All of this is just indirectly communicating to him that he hasn't caught your eye and he's not going to. Next thing to let a guy know you're not interested without being too confrontational, and this one is definitely a fan favorite, is emphasize how good friends you are. Now, you don't actually have to be good friends with him, okay? If he's just a work colleague, you don't have to be, but like we said, we're doing a little bit of acting, okay? About really emphasize about how much you value him as a friend. Saying things like, you're so glad that you have a friend like him, that every girl needs a friend like you around. How you wouldn't want anything to ruin your friendship. Oh, that's gonna sting. How you almost see him like one of the girls. And you really have to emphasize this, because the thing is, sometimes guys don't pick up the subtleties of what a woman might be communicating to him. So you're gonna have to really lean into this one. Really lean into how much you like the friendship that you have. Oh, hold up, wait. I got it. I got the perfect thing you need to say to him. His phrase is spot on. It is utter genius for getting him off your back. It's the go of all phrases to reject a man romantically. It really puts the nail in the coffin. This phrase is so powerful that once he hears it, he will never unhear it. He will tell his children of the day that he heard this phrase. You know, the children that he won't be having with you. Here's what you say.
You're like a brother to me.
Honestly, for some guys, hearing this is borderline traumatic. You may well and truly see the life leave his eyes when you say this to him. Because every guy knows that if a girl sees you as a brother, that is almost a death sentence to any romantic potential. You're welcome. And this next thing to get a guy off your back in a very nice and subtle way, and this is all about how you are with him when he's talking to you, is to make very little eye contact. When we don't give someone our eye contact, it means we're not allowing full-on connection to occur, right? I mean, they say the eyes are a window to the soul, and if you're not gonna give him the window to your soul, then he's not gonna be able to connect with you on a deeper level. And the best way to do this is just to focus on the task at hand. So if you're doing something, he may be there asking about how your day was, whether he wants to get you a coffee, you can ask him to get you a coffee. Whatever it is, right? Whatever it is, just focus on the task at hand. And if when he's talking, you say, oh yeah, thanks. Like almost like he would be distracting you from whatever task it is that you're doing. And to add to this, have quite a monotone level in your voice. You know, you're just kind of,
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, how are you? Yeah, all right, yeah, I'm good, thanks. Sure. Weekend was fine, yeah.
Don't even ask any questions. He's gonna ask you something, he's gonna ask you questions. Don't engage further. You know, just answer the question so that, you know, you're not being mean, but also you're not putting energy into carrying on the conversation. Still speak to him when he comes and talks to you, but by avoiding eye contact, you are preventing him from getting close to you. You're preventing him from getting closer to you. He's gonna feel that he's getting a bit of a cold shoulder from you without you actually being directly mean to his face. See what I'm saying? And then this way, he's gonna start coming up to you less and less. Because do you know how hard it is to try and have a conversation with the side of someone's head? It's not that easy. Eventually, he won't enjoy having a conversation with you because it's just gonna feel like getting blood from a stone. Now, I get it. You might be thinking, okay, but you want him to enjoy having a conversation with you. You just don't want him to want you. Well, here's the thing. That's the price you have to pay, okay? If you want him to leave him alone, he has to feel that it's difficult to talk to you and to approach you without you being mean. Now, you will have to be consistent because as you know, some guys can be persistent. And though he may stop trying to talk to you, there might be times where he does continue to stare at you, right? Out of admiration. Yeah, out of admiration. I mean, it's your own fault, right? Stop being so attractive to this guy. Thanks for tuning in, and if you're looking for a guy who sparks up your love life, make sure you subscribe to this wonderful tribe. And as always, keep it slick. Pow.